I invite everybody, and I'm sure all of you will join with me tomorrow as I address for the 32nd time the March for Life. I have the privilege of doing that, and that's over 150 pounds ago. My dear friends, on the saddest day of the year for the Jewish people, the 9th of the month of Av, we commemorate the destruction of two temples, and millions of Jews around the world fast for 26 hours. We sit on the floor in the evening just with candlelight, and we recite Lamentations, the book of Lamentations, because we keep alive and fresh in our heart the tremendous tragedy of the destructions of the Holy Temple and the destructions of the millions of Jewish lives that accompanied those tragic events. One striking phrase in the book of Lamentations, and I'm not expressing it exactly, but the hands of the noble mothers cooked their own children and killed them. They were so hungry. Tell me something. If a woman can rationalize the first week, the first month, the second month, how in God's name can a woman rationalize when she's felt the baby kicking inside her? It's alive. How can she with her own hands sign papers destroying the fruit of her womb? This guy Carhart, he doesn't have a care and he doesn't have a heart. He's evil. He is the personification of evil. Now I want to ask you something. There's another murderer. Society still understands that this guy Gosnell is a murderer. This we understand. Why society understands he's a murderer, and the one Carhart who does it a day or two earlier, a day before the baby is going to be born, why he isn't a murderer is beyond my understanding. But I want to share with you something very, very hard that we have to understand. First, it was abortion for a certain amount of time after the pregnancy. Then it's partial birth abortion. Now it's Gosnell. And in hospitals across the country, the pro-abortion, ultra-liberals that their brains have fallen out, radical homosexuals and lesbians and other assorted who support abortion on demand, don't understand and haven't put together that their own parents, brothers and sisters, grandparents, are being killed in hospitals across this country, verily like what we discovered with Gosnell. There is a gospel of death in our country. In other words, when we show God we really don't care about the babies, he turns around and he also doesn't, so to speak, allow people to realize that their own grown-up adults are also being murdered in hospitals. This Gosnell thing is a wake-up call. We are now experiencing the Kevorkiization of the life movement from both ends. I'm sorry, you are absolutely correct. Let me conclude. I apologize. Yeah, but let me just conclude with something very, very tragic. The pro-life movement, in many ways, we're on automatic pilot. We're nice, we're going to win them over one by one, we have a tea party. It's not enough. The reason this is happening is not just because of the pro-abortion mentality. With this I conclude. It's happening because our religious leaders are too comfortable. They're busy tailgating in the stadium of the pro-life movement. They're having parties about all the statistics that more people are against abortion. Until we put our lives on the lines with civil disobedience and daily outrage, until we do the kind of things that I saw done first 23 years ago with Operation Rescue, Randall Terry and others, until we start to do that again, we're going to continue to lose. Thank you and God bless. I'm sorry, I get carried away.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Thank you, Rabbi.